Good morning. Happy Aloha Friday. Eva Delicious here in the ShowGirl Temple to help you stretch and move around a little. We're actually going to do most of today on the ground because, true story, I might have had too many ciders last night, and that's what I need. So join me down on the mat, will you? If you want to make it sexy as you get down, you can just like slink it down, bend, curl it out. All right. So, you can already tell this is going to be a problem, and it's kind of funny I didn't think of it before. I'm just going to tuck that. Not that video. All right, so coming down to all fours, roll in your shoulders so that your elbow pits are facing forward, or at least toward each other. Using your abs to kind of take a nice tabletop position right here. Keep your spine long, and we're just gonna wiggle from side to side, starting up. So hip coming up towards your rib, shoulder going down towards your hip. Just wiggling, warming up here. If you've been joining us, you might notice this is kind of the motion that we do when we do kind of a tight side bump. Nice. And then going into a cat-cow. So inhale here, and then exhale. Navel comes to spine, head drops. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, tailbone comes toward head. Inhale, stretching your chest down, keeping your shoulders down. And one more. Come back to tabletop, sit back, shake out your wrists if they're bothering you. Sometimes might get a little tight, get some circles here. Nice, and then we're gonna go back. Check those shoulders again. And this time we're going to make a circle with our ribs coming up toward the ceiling. So kind of going through the top of the cat and dropping it like cow. And you can let the rest of your body start to roll around if you like. And going the other way. That we can get big body motions without even getting off the ground. Thankfully, right? Nice. Push that back to a little child's pose. Leave your arms active. Stretch it down. Booty going towards your feet. And then coming up, let's rotate over and come to a comfortable seated position. Cross legs is great. If that's not comfortable for you, you can extend your legs, or you can stretch them out in kind of like an extended diamond shape here, kind of like that. I'm crossing my legs. I'm feeling that right now. Nice, so inhaling. Exhale your hands about shoulder height, and then just sliding from side to side, warming up there. Wow, it's been a very full week for me. Has it been a very full week for all of you? Lots going on, lots of good stuff for the most part, honestly. Since my day job is gone, I've been taking this time to really up-level what's happening with ShowGirl Temple and doing some extra trainings in how to better reach out to you all and to up the technology. Nice. Let it drop, and then just roll the shoulders. One back, then the other back. I've just been taking a lot of brain space. I've been sitting at the computer a whole lot. I have not been moving enough. Last night I was really tired but kind of bored. Probably I needed some physical movement, but I was also just feeling really tired. Back forward. And I fell into an old, not so great habit. having too many ciders. So, reminding myself, every once in a while, I guess you just need to remind yourself, I need to keep being active and move around. Here we go. Inhale, rotate over to one side, staying nice and lifted. I'm not a good sitting still person. Movement literally is my medicine. Maybe yours too, huh? We need to keep reminding ourselves to get up and move around, even when we're in our own homes. Nice. Inhale. Come on over to the other side. Filling up all the sides of your lungs. Front, back, side ribs. All expanding on the inhale. Nice. And then rotate back around. Inhale our arms up. And exhale over to the side of your front leg if you have one leg in front. If you have both legs in front, just pick a side. Ribs are staying in alignment with the pelvis, not poking forward, bending out. Right? That's not actually helping us stretch into our length. And if you like, you can kind of rotate your chest up. Literally a rotation, no, not a poking out of the ribs. It's literally rotating on the spine, just like we were twisting. Looking maybe under your armpit. There. And then rotate your arm backward a few times. Some movement along those sides. And then back the other way. Inhale it up. And let's stretch. Reaching both booty cheeks on the ground. Breathing deep. Inhaling. Or just come on up. Let's lean back in our hands, however your legs were bent, just shake them out a little bit. Maybe rotate them from side to side in the hip socket. Movement is so good. All right, come on to the other side. Inhale, nice and tall spine, twisting down low from the waist. Maybe use your back hand to keep you upright. Inhale, exhale, shake it out a little here. Inhale again, and exhale, rotate. Inhaling, stick it out a little. Arms up and twist over to the side of your front leg or the other side that you haven't yet rotated to. And if you want to rotate and look up and under, shoulder stays down away from you and don't want to be hunched up. to the other side. Booty cheeks on the ground. Oh, we forgot to rotate our arm, huh? It feels so good. I feel like we should do it. Let's inhale up and go back. You can always go back, right? Sometimes you need a do-over. Nice, and come forward. Beautiful. Now inhale it on up. Stretch out those legs. Leave your knees pointed up toward the ceiling. Lean back and just roll your legs back and forth. Get a little windshield wiper business. Stretching out, warming up our hip sockets. Beautiful. And now tuck under. Let's rotate back to our hands and knees, and then pick a leg, bring it forward in a lunge. I'm going to scoot my back leg out just a little bit, just because that's where my body likes to stretch, but I'm keeping a 90-degree angle here. And then we're just going to draw a circle on the ground with our pelvis, rotating around. Give your knee some cushion if it wants it, or you can come up high if being on your knee is just not a thing, and just do whatever movement is possible there. Nice. Coming up a little bit, hands on your booty, inhale, chest is open, we're going to push out, core is still engaged, so we're not jumping out, we're staying nice and lifted and getting all the stretch in the hip flexor. That is good. Maybe see if you can press your chest a little bit forward here. And a little bit of a back bend. You open up some of that tightness from sitting at a screen so long. Keep on doing that. And then come back to be a little bit more in. Inhale your arms up, and then rotate, or sorry, come over toward the knee that's bent. And if you're feeling a little unbalanced, you're going to push into the ground with your front foot and with your back foot and shin. Let's do a little bit of back and forth here. So I'm going to sneak this foot out a little bit more. I prefer to leave my foot flexed because my calves are tight and it helps stretch there. Do what feels good to you. If you want to keep it on the mat, you'll get a stretch all the way up and down your leg. And we're just going to go back and forth. Keeping up our principle of warming up before stretching out. And then extend however you like. Extend your spine, inhale. Exhale, bring your chest a little bit lower to your leg. Blocks are cool here, or if you need to sit back further on your knees so that your legs can reach the ground, you can do that. My body stretches more when I'm here. Release that. Rotate your foot out if you're on the ground here. Just give it a little bit of stretch in there. You're welcome to come down to your elbows if that's the thing your body likes to do. Not sure mine's warm enough for that quite yet, but I'm appreciating this inner thigh stretch. Just wiggling and pressing gently, not doing like heavy bouncing. tabletop. We wiggle out a little bit. We're going to press into a downward dog, so tucking your toes under, booty comes up, 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 up. Rotate those shoulders. Make sure your elbow pits are endeavoring to point together or to the other side. And then let's just push into the heels, pedal that out. A little bit more calf stretch. That feels good, huh? Relaxing your neck. No strain there. And then just go ahead and push back. And then come up. Walk your feet towards your hands. You're going to rotate. You can keep your knees bent. You can stay up a little bit higher here. Whatever you need. Heel toe it out. Stretch forward. And then come down. So you might just come down to here to keep your back straight, shins. Or you might come down to the ground. Push out into your feet and down wherever you are. A nice stretch on the outsides of your shins and hopefully all the way up your inner leg. Ooh. Let's bend your knees. We're going to rotate around to the other side. Come back to tabletop and then put the opposite leg from what you had before. Forward. Check your knee angle. Adjust as you need, and when you are comfortable, start making some circles. And the other direction. Rotating the shoulders open. You maybe give a little push behind. Notice if you have a difference in your body. I sure do. Maybe you've got a little bit more stretch now. Coming forward. Open it up. Check in. Make sure your pelvic floor is still engaged. We don't want to dump it out. We want to make sure we're working safely. Sometimes you got to engage muscles to make sure you stay safe while you're stretching. Nice. And then arms come up, grab that opposite wrist and tilt over toward your front knee. Up to center, and then prepare to sneak your foot out, just however you need. And then we're going to go front and back. Front, back. You are also welcome to just sit and do staff pose with your legs both out in front of you. If being on your knees is just not your jam. Just put your booty down on the floor, extend your legs in front of you. Press your legs down into the floor. Right now we're going to press chest to leg if you are up. Remember, whatever we're doing, we're keeping our spine long and straight. We're not hunching to get down lower. Breathing lots. So good. rotate, rotate. Everyone come down to sitting on their tushes. We're gonna do a straddle stretch. So come out to your straddle. Do not strain yourself. We're just beginning the stretches here. Sitting up nice and straight. Back of the legs pushing into the ground. Again, right now I prefer to keep my feet flexed. And come on forward. Inhaling, exhaling to soften. So if you do want to widen your straddle, there's a couple of things you can do. You can get a very long elastic band, loop a band around one foot, around behind the small of your back, and then the other foot, and then you do little pulses, forward and then backward. There are videos about that, of course, on the interwebs. You can also, if you have a convenient door jamb or wall, you can press the inside of your feet into that wall. Inhale here, come down a little lower with a straight spine. Push your legs into the ground. So you can do this while you're at the wall and you keep pressing yourself forward. You don't fold over so much, but you keep pressing yourself forward as your legs soften. Push, 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 push with your feet into the wall and then relax for a moment. And then again, push, 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 and you just keep repeating that. Come on up. Inhale, exhale, and rotate to a side, over a leg. Coming down, chest coming down. Keeping the backs of the legs pressed into the ground as much as possible. Spine straight. At a point now. Check in, make sure your legs are still on the ground. You can come down a little lower. Push the toes back, push the ball of your feet, come back to flexed. Soften there. And then come on up, rotate to center, maybe bounce your legs out a little bit of stretch in there. And then rotating to another side, front low in the waist. Come on down. Just breathing. Finding those soft spots, letting them grow. Point your toes. Check in, make sure you're still pushing into the ground. Pull back the toes, push to the balls of your feet, come up to flexing. Come on up. Let's lean back. Let's do the little windshield wiper leg thing again. Move things through. I'm going to do some neck and shoulder stretches. I could really use that. I'm guessing lots of people can. I feel like we've all probably spent more time on a screen of some sort, right? So however it's comfortable for you to have your legs. I'm going to keep mine pretty loose and extended. My right knee's in a pillow right now. Before we start bending our head over, slide your chin just a little bit back and make sure the top of your head is being elevated toward the ceiling, like a little string coming out there, okay? We don't want to be forward and trying to stretch. We want to kind of be nicely in alignment here. And now tilt an ear to a shoulder. If you want a little bit more, you can rest a hand on top of your head. And if you feel you want more, you can press your palm out and away. Just breathing here, enjoying that. So I've really appreciated all the little notes and comments that have been shared. Thank you so much.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in such a vacuum doing this. It is the strangest thing to me still to teach classes like this, but I think it's what we have for a while, so we're all gonna do our best. Release here, release your arm, come up, maybe give it a little roll and shake out. Beautiful. Inhaling again, make sure that chin is slid back, ear to shoulder. And some of you might be starting to see some of the comments that you've sent me on our Instagram tilt over, especially when you've said things about just how much fun this all is and how much you enjoy it and how good you feel in your body. I just want to share that with other people and get more and more people here doing this, because everybody should feel good in their body. So thank you for that. I'm not putting your name on it unless you really want me to, you know, but I appreciate you sharing, not just with me, but with other people. Release, nice. Release your hands. Give a little shake there. Nice. And then let's just drop chin to chest and roll it from side to side, just gently in the front, back and forth. Nice. Come to center, head comes up. We're gonna claw our hands and take them kind of up and over our head and grab that area with your fingertips where your hairline kind of begins, under the occiput, the little bone there where your skull finishes. And we're gonna first lift up and then come down, just bend forward. Keep your elbows close together. Let that weight just stretch your neck out. Maybe stretch your upper back. Just keep stretching. Our music has gotten rather exciting, so turn it down. Jiggle, do whatever you need to complete yourself. All right, preparing the cards here. So last time I asked everyone to send their energy in for the guidance they were seeking. I'll go ahead and do that now. So it's our collective energies that are going in through the cards. And one person said it was the perfect card for her that was pulled. So that was awesome. Matt, guiding us in fairness. All right, who will be our guide today? Maybe over the weekend? Right. And we go. There. This one. Ostara, fertility. Oh, fun. We just passed Ostara's holiday. Many of us know it as Easter now. Right? When you know about Ostara, the bunnies and the eggs make sense. Not so much with Jesus, right? But with Ostara, they do. All right. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and entire system. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can lighten up by fueling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. Surround yourself with beautiful flowers, brighten the colors in your wardrobe and home, and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities, since like attracts like. Feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increased vigor by starting a new project that really makes your heart sing with excitement. Meanings. This card signifies pregnancy. You will be involved with a successful child conception, adoption, or custody resolution. Your desire will fully manifest in the springtime. There will be a resurrection of the old. Your new idea or venture will be successful. It is an opportune time to make life changes. Well, thank goddess, right? That. Ostara is the Teutonic goddess of fertility and springtimes, who's sometimes called Ostara. The words East and Easter were both named after Ostara because of the reference to the sun rising in the east and the increase in sunlight beginning in the Celtic springtime. She's celebrated during the spring equinox as the bringer of increased light and the balance between nighttime and daytime hours. Call upon Ostara to increase your fruitfulness, fertility, or to help you embark on new ventures. Oh, how fun! I love this. What are your new ventures? Is anyone out there doing new projects? I have one to tell you about. I'm very excited. I'm going to be going back to Formation Studios to teach a weekly class. So this is actually going to be our last Aloha Friday in here. I'm going to be teaching instead online through Formation Studios Fridays from noon to 1. The class is called Forever Foxy Body, and we'll be doing a combination of burlesque moves, core strengthening, and flexibility exercises, and some fun, hang out, sharing like we do in a lot of our Showgirl Temple classes. I'm really excited about it. It's not an impactful dance class. I, in case you don't know, am actually rapidly closing in on 50. And I am finding that my body sometimes just needs things to be a little bit more gentle, not so high impact. But of course I love dancing and I don't want to stop. So this class is partly my way to keep doing that and keep training, but also to keep dancing with all of you in that way. So, if you're like aging, we all are, right? But you want to keep sexy and fit and feeling good in your body, because use it or lose it, come and join me. All of that is on Formation StudiosPDX. We officially start next Friday. Happy to answer any questions for all of you, and hope to see you more in Showgirl Temple. Have a beautiful week.